So today I made this post right here inside of my Facebook group, just basically asking people which shirt they thought was from Printful and which one was from Printify. I want to sort of read you guys some of the comments, and then in this video, we're actually going to be breaking down which shirt is which. I have them both in front of me right here. I also have this camera here that I will be doing some of this with to show you guys some better close-ups and stuff like that. But some comments that we're going to read. Rick says, color blue on the right seems better. Overall left is fire. He then says maybe the type of t-shirts makes a difference as well. So these are both Bella Canvas shirts. So they're the same exact shirt. Just one of them is from Printify and one of them is from Printful. Vares Faraf, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, says right Printful and left Printify. She then says Printful's coverage area for image is better. Chris says not a fan of the quality on both prints. Honestly, I think they're both pretty good. I don't really know what more you could expect. Esra says, I use Printify for basic white and black designs and it's perfect, also way cheaper. And then she says that the left one is Printify. Kristen says, to me the print on the right is more defined, especially the white text, so I am assuming Printify. Bridget replies and says, true, the left looks more animated, don't know if that makes sense, and the right looks more real. So basically what we're going to do inside of this video here is we're going to talk about these two shirts. One of them is from Printify, one of them is from Printful. We'll talk about the pricing of the shirts and the comparisons. I'm also going to show close-ups and break down what I thought of them, and we'll jump right into it right after this. Alright guys, so as you know, we're doing a little t-shirt review here. At the end of the video, I'll tell you which shirt is which one is Printify, and which one is Printful. Right here is the print file. So this is the print file that I use for samples when different print-on-demand companies want to send me a sample, because I think it is a little bit of a difficult design to print. Firstly, because up at the top around my face, there seems to be some blue dots around my face. There's also several different colors inside of my face. So I think just from a difficulty perspective, this is a really good design to have companies print. Also down where it says print on demand, the white text is also a great thing to see how well companies can print the color white. So overall, I do think that this is a really good shirt to have printed. Again, I have this camera here. Like I said, at the end, I'll be breaking down which one is which, but basically so far you guys can see a couple of different previews. Let me know down in the comments too as you're watching which shirt you think is which. I'm inside of the Printify app right now, just breaking this down. The Printify sample that I have is from Stoked on Printing. This is a supplier through Printify that is based in the United States. The shirt's going to cost $8.95, then $4.80 to ship it. Average production time is 1.64 days. One thing to note as well is if you guys have a Printify premium account, you're going to get 20% off of every order you fulfill with Printify. Down in the description, I have a code that they have provided to my audience, which is going to get you a free month of that service, and that's going to save you 20% on this product, which will make it about $7 before any shipping charges. The Bella Canvas shirt from Printful is right here. This one is $12.95 through Printful. If we click into it, I believe it is about $4 or so to ship. If I scroll down to shipping, yep, it's $3.99 to ship it within the United States, and then obviously if you're going to other countries, it's going to be a little bit more. So total cost on the Printful version is about $17 with the shipping if you wanted to charge somebody, if you wanted to give someone free shipping. And then like I said, with the Stoked on Printing provider through Printify, if you have a Printify premium account, you're going to get the shirt for about $7, about $5 to ship it. Your all-in cost is about $12. So there is about a $5 cost differential here. If you guys are familiar with my content, you know that I don't really recommend shirts, especially if you're planning to use any sort of paid traffic to get people to your store, because after you spend money on advertising, there's just simply not going to be enough margin left. This is something I talk about from time to time, and some people get really upset and try to make excuses about why you can still sell shirts. But again, this is not my opinion, folks. It's just the math. Shirts are not that profitable. But anyway, I know a lot of people still want to sell shirts, so I think this video is going to be of value. One thing to keep in mind too is I have not yet washed these shirts. If this video gets 100 likes, I will do a second video where I'll wash both of these shirts in my washer machine at home, throw them in the dryer, then bring them back here to the office and do another review. So let's jump into it. The first shirt is the one on the right here. And like I said, I have this camera here, so I'm going to be filming some good close-ups to be able to show you guys some stuff as well. Also just do some complete overlays with some close-ups of the shirts, and then like I said, at the end I will reveal which shirt is from which provider. I want to start here with the one on the right. I do think the one on the right is better overall. I think that they both have some differentiating features, but I do think overall the one on the right is just a little bit better. So the first thing that I want to call out is the white text down on the bottom, and you can see with this shirt they did a really nice job. This printer, whichever app this is from, did a really nice job with the text. The white is basically perfect. You can see hardly any black at all coming through the white text. Same thing here where it says POD Ninjas. That text also looks fantastic. Very, very white. You can hardly see any of the black coming through. If we switch over here to the one on the left, I'll try to get this to focus. You can see that from this angle here, they almost look indistinguishable. I will show you another close-up at some point on my better camera. The one that I'm actually filming my face cam with right now is a better camera. And that one can pick it up a little bit. And you can see that there is a decent amount of black coming through the print, and you can see the black. It does not look like a solid white print. So to me, the one on the right did a better job with that. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is actually the blue, right? So I showed you guys in the beginning the original print file right here, and you can see that in the words Joe Robert, there are two different color blues there. Okay. And inside of that design, the difference is very, very strong, meaning the light blue contrast to the dark blue contrast is definitely there. And if you're doing any sort of design that you're trying to make colors pop like that, that's an important thing, right? And if we look at these two designs, I definitely think that the one on the left did a better job at that. You can see clearly that that blue is easily identifiable, right? There is really a good contrast in the word Joe Robert. Also, the little dots around my face are also pretty prevalent. They are present over here on the design on the right. It's just not as prevalent, right? It's very, very a stark difference between the one on the right and the left. You can definitely see those dots a lot better on the one on the left. So I do give points to the one on the left for that. The other thing I want to bring your attention to is here on the t-shirt on the left. You can see, I'll try to get that to focus with this camera. Again, I'm going to be showing some overlays showing the shirts with my other camera because it gets a better picture. But the shirt on the left, there is definitely some flaking on the face. I also think that the colors are off just a little bit on the shirt. Not a huge deal, definitely not like a deal breaker with this shirt, but a little bit off. You can see that the colors in my face, there are several differentiating colors of the color brown there on the face, and the shirt on the right I think did a better job at picking some of those up. Okay. I also see a little bit of the black coming through on the shirt on the left, not only in the face part, but in the hat. If you look at the hat very closely, you can see that there is in fact some of the black t-shirt coming through that. I will try to zoom in on it a little bit and show you guys a little bit of a better close-up. You can see that. I hope you can. I can see it a little bit here in the preview. Obviously, the camera compared to the naked eye is going to show a little bit different, but the shirt on the right here, the face part is practically perfect compared to the design. The white in the hat has nearly no black coming through, so this app did a pretty good job, right? So overall, I do think that the shirt, I'm just trying to get a good side-by-side here. Overall, I do think that the shirt on the right is a little bit better. I don't think that the shirt on the left is a bad shirt. I don't think that the printer of the shirt on the left did a bad job. I think that both of them, if they were received by the customer, would probably be fine, right? I think probably the biggest negative of these two shirts, right, is the one on the left. It does have the black coming through everywhere that there is white being printed on the shirt. Even in my body, in the words Joe Robert, in the face, in the hat, there is some black coming through as well. So I could see, even though customers, even though the shirt on the right did a worse job at picking up the different blues, I think that customers would likely complain if they were going to complain, right? Obviously, I don't think people are going to complain like a lot about either of these prints. I just think that if you were to get that typical customer that always has a complaint, you'd probably hear more from the shirt on the left, because there is some almost peeling, right? It's not actually peeling. It just didn't, cover the shirt color, right? The one on the right doesn't really have any of that. All of the colors are completely solid. And even though it didn't pick up some of the blues, I think that you're probably, if you're going to hear complaints at all, it would probably come from the one on the left. So like I said earlier, right, I wanted to sort of reveal which app these are from. And remember, if we go back into the Printify app here, one of the shirt that we're looking at is from Stoked on Printing. As you guys know, Printify has a whole bunch of different print providers, but it's from Stoked on Printing, fulfilled in the United States, $8.95. If you have Printify Premium, it's going to bring it down to about $7, $4.80 to ship it. So your all-in cost is about $12 if you have a Printify Premium account. And then here inside of Printful, this shirt is $12.95. And if we scroll down, you can see that it's $3.99 to ship. So about $17, right? So there is a $5 cost difference between these two shirts, right? So I want to reveal it, which one is which. Hopefully you guys let me know down in the comments which one you thought was which as you were watching it. No cheating, but the shirt on the left is actually from Printful, and the one on the right is from Stoked Printing through Printify. So like I said, I think the Printify one is a little bit better. As you guys know, I am a big Printify fan, so hopefully you guys were able to see the differences that I was talking about, and that I can really give an unbiased opinion, even though I do like Printify better. I just think that the Printful one, the fact that you can see through the white on it makes it worse, right? Even though the one on the right, the Printify one, didn't pick up all of the blue colors, I do think that it is better because all of the colors are solid. There's no peeling. I know it's not really peeling, just I don't really know the mechanics of printing, so I don't know the right lingo there. But I just think the Printful one, if I had to pick one, is probably the less quality. Now, one thing to consider as well is even if you disagree, right? Even if you think, hey, it's better to have the more vibrant colors, like one thing to consider is the price here, right? One of them is $5 more expensive. And if you have that Printify Premium account, like I said, you're going to get the shirt a little bit cheaper. One thing I want to mention too, I don't have them handy right now, but I actually did a review on my channel where I reviewed several Printify shirts from various providers through Printify. This version here was the best one. There was some samples that I received from some of the providers through Printify that were actually much worse than the Printful one. And if you want to check that video out, it is on my channel, and you can see how the different providers did. But like I said, this one from the batch, I received 4 samples from Printify from various providers. This one from Stoked Printing here was the best, and that's why I wanted to pair it up here with the Printful one. So hopefully this was a cool review for you guys. Like I said, if this gets 100 likes, I will go home, I'll throw these in the wash machine, I will bring them back, and I'll do a follow-up to show how they did after being washed, right? And I'll even dry them. I'll just make sure that I follow the instructions on the tags to make sure that I'm not hurting any of the shirts in a way that the manufacturer says not to do. But like I said, Bella Canvas shirts, both the same exact shirt, literally the same exact one. One of them from Printful, one of them from Printify, about a $5 cost difference. Essentially, the designs are equally nice, right? Like I said, I doubt you're going to have much customer complaints, but like I said, I do think the Printify one is a little bit better here. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I will see you guys in the washer machine video as well. I'm not going to show you guys